New Year, everyone. It's Amanda here with your January 2019 RUNESCOPE plus 2019 preview. I'm doing things a little differently this year. Your 2019 RUNESCOPE, covering the whole year, is available over on my Vimeo channel. You'll find the link below. It's 2 readings covering first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months of the year. Those are, they take a lot of time, effort, and energy. It's 2 readings per sign. So those will be available over on Vimeo from now on. Again, just follow the link below. Your 2019 Career and Finance RUNESCOPE is also available over there if you want to take a look at specifically money and career and job and studies and all of that stuff. So lots of cool information over there. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. But for this reading, yes, I will be using, in conjunction with our runes for January, the Medieval Scapini deck by Luigi Scapini. One of my favorite decks, as you've noticed if you watch my videos. But also then we are going to pull 1 card from the Viking Oracle. We're going to pull 1 rune. These are rune cards. This is the deck I use in my private sessions. We're going to get 1 rune to get an idea of what the year holds for each sign, and then we will be pulling 1 Major Arcana tarot card from the classic Rider-Waite deck by Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Edward Waite. So, instead of spiritual guidance, we're just going to do it all right here on YouTube, and then you can go over on Vimeo and check out the yearly stuff. But just want to take a moment, as I always do at the start of every new year, to thank those of you who have been following me, who have, whether recently or from the beginning. I am in the middle of my 5th year here on YouTube, so I really, really appreciate all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments, and all the people who book readings with me, particularly my regular clients out there. You know who you are. Thank you so much for choosing me to read for you, whether you're choosing me here on YouTube or to book a private session with me. I totally appreciate it, and want to thank you, as I do every year, just sending out holiday and New Year's blessings. So thanks so much. If you are new here, welcome. Please do click the subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever I upload new content. And without further ado, let's jump in and see what 2019 holds. Hey there, Leo. Let's jump into January 2019. See which runes want to be cast for Leo. January 2019 for Leo. What's going on with Leo? January 2019 for Leos. Not quite it. They usually just grab onto my hands, but sometimes it can take a minute. There it is. That one felt right. As always, Leo, keep in mind these are general readings, so some of these messages will and should be for you. Others are going to be for other Leos that are watching, though, whose circumstances may differ quite significantly from yours. You can always check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional general messages. You may find that sometimes that reading resonates more with you in a given month. If you would like something, though, far more specific, the only way I can do that and read just for you is if I connect directly with your energy in a private session. I do have my 1-hour sessions, my New Year's sessions, available through February 28th, if you would like to do that. It's 2 full readings covering each half of the year, or the 30-minute session's always available. Just drop me a line at my email address. All details are below in the magical description box. But in general, your challenge or focus in January, we do have the Hanged Man here. So this could be a timeout. You taking a timeout from a situation, someone else taking a timeout from a situation. It could be a trial separation. Esau is here, so could also just be taking a break, but it's coming up as your challenge. So if somebody wants to take a break from a situation that you're involved in, you could find this quite challenging. You may need a break from someone's energy, Leo, and you're finding it, maybe you're unable to take a break from it because it's a boss or it's somebody you work with. If you own your own business, you may be wanting to kind of get rid of, like, fire someone, but because you just find them lazy, but maybe you are putting it off, or you feel like you can't for whatever reason. Maybe you feel like they would sue you or there would be repercussions for it, but they really aren't doing good work. If they're doing any work at all. There's something that you want to stop putting effort into because it's just not reaping any benefits, but it could be a challenge to do that, either because you're so used to doing this, or you're so, you know, it's become the status quo. You don't know what you would do without it, or you know, if this is a relationship, maybe you're like, you know, you don't know if you're ready to kind of cut the ties on this. So some interesting energies here, Leo. The Hanged Man can also be about seeing things from another perspective. That could be challenging for you or for someone else. Because all you're seeing, or all this other person is seeing, if they're looking at you this way, is somebody who's not putting the appropriate amount of effort into something, or the work necessary into something. You may feel like somebody like expects you to just kind of wait on them hand and foot, or somebody could feel that way about you, Leo. So these energies can always work both ways. Again, it's a general reading, so it's going to apply to you in different ways. But so that's the challenge of January. The present energy, we've got the Seven of Cups and Rido here. Let's see what's coming through with this. Present energy for some of you, this is going to be whenever you're watching this video in the present. Others of you, it's going to be, the majority of you, it'll be end of December into early January-ish. The Seven of Cups is all about options, but there may be so many options for you in some area that it's overwhelming. And this may have something to do with a big shift or change you're looking to make, maybe going back to this. You may have an idealized vision, or you're fantasizing about leaving this situation, leaving this job, leaving this relationship, moving out of this house, moving out of this neighborhood. Right? I was about relocation and travel. Others of you may be buying your dream car, or dreaming about the car that you want. Because the Rido can actually be the actual vehicle. So yeah, you may have cars on the mind, or modes of transportation, or relocation. There may be a job opportunity, but it would require relocation, or require you to travel and be out of town for you know, a lot of the time. Or it's kind of like your fantasy job though, if that's the case, Leo. Some of you may have an opportunity to take a crack at a dream job. You know, you or your partner maybe that's the problem here, is your partner wants to take some dream opportunity, but you don't want to relocate, and they would need to, or you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's gone all the time. So, or they don't. See, it can work either way. But yeah, there's some big shift or change coming up in January that fulfills a dream for you or someone else. It's very fantasy-esque, and it could be a little overwhelming because of, you know, when dreams become reality, we then have to make decisions, and we then have to kind of see the ripple effect of how it's going to affect everybody else in our lives if we pursue this. The help that's going to be available, you do have the Ace of Swords. This is victory. It's the sword of truth. Fehu is here too, meaning an increase in status, in wealth, in money. So there is an offer here on the table. But there's someone who doesn't want you to take it, or is trying to talk you out of taking it, Leo, or you are trying to talk someone else out of taking it. But because this is coming up, the help is coming up as a victory for you. I think for many of you, This is kind of like you get the dream job and you also get the escape maybe from a relationship that's been maybe ending for quite some time. If it is another person getting the dream job, and it could be kind of like, okay, well, this is my out. You know, and the challenge will just be, you know, kind of learning the new, you know, getting used to and adjusting to the new phase of either being single or, you know, that ending of that relationship. But it seems like whatever you're leaving behind, you want to leave behind, or if you're the one being left behind, Leo, it's a help to you. You may not realize it at the time. You may not realize it in January. It may take some time for you to adjust to this, but it is going to turn out being a victory for you or a help to you that this person moved and relocated or took a job somewhere else. This could also be like an opportunity comes up for this person, like if you, the scenario where you own your own business where this person like gets another like dream job opportunity and quits so you don't have to fire them. That's another thing. Same thing if this is just somebody maybe you work with or on a team with, and they're always like either they're dropping the ball all the time. They're not very industrious. Perhaps you're always kind of picking up their slack. And so someone else's win can also be a win for you, Leo. But I think many of you, this is like a victory coming through with money and an opportunity. But it does seem to be at a distance, or that it will require travel or moving. What must be accepted? You got another ace of rods. New opportunities. Passionate new skills. Well, skills that you're passionate about, or passionate. It could be a new passion. It could be a new relationship. Very sexual. You could be having some having to fan yourself because of someone else. Here, Leo. Whether you're single or not, I don't know. We got a lot of overlapping relationships. Aries got a similar message, like you know, I love him, but he loves her, and you know, this person over here loves me, but I'm not interested. I don't know. It's just like all this kind of crazy stuff going on with relationships. Sorry about the dryer. There's something you're leaving behind to move on to new vistas and new beginnings, and you're feeling actually very positive in January about this new start. It could be a new, very creative job. You could be working in the creative department of a company. You could be the art director somewhere, moving into a position again that comes with a status raise and a pay raise. A lot of this is unexpected, though. You have Hagalaz here and Dayak, and you know, you or someone else that this is affecting, someone close to you, may not understand in January why this happened the way it's happening, but they will later, or you will later. It's a gradual kind of enlightenment. It's, you know, as the year goes on, when you look back at this time, it will be like, that was the best thing to do, because I had done everything that I was supposed to do with that person, and it's like this opportunity kind of came out of nowhere, but it didn't. It was like totally spiritually planned to be given to you. So something is on offer. It's a victory, and it's something you are very excited about. Like, there's no way you can turn this down, or that is happening for someone. And even though you may not know it, Leo, if it's going to kind of take someone away from you or out of your sphere or end a relationship, this is actually a good thing. It's what's meant to be. The outcome, we do have the Page of Wands in reverse. So fire sign energy, either another Leo, a Sag, or an Aries. This could be one of your kids. I mean, because it is a page coming up. In the reverse, the page can sometimes be messages of anger, or, you know, things said in anger, communication, texting that's kind of angry or vindictive, or texts on Facebook or whatever. So I don't know that the ending will be good if you're ending a relationship here. But yeah, this could also be your kid. Like you're just like, you know, maybe they've been living with you and you're like, you know what, you need to get out and get a job because I'm sick of your freeloading ways. And you know, I can't take this anymore. It's time for you to move out and move on. And maybe they are not seeing it that way. And so there are some messages exchanged, or you're receiving a message from them. But they'll actually be doing well. Like it's almost like, again, kind of going back to the, like, if you're own your own business thing, perhaps you do have one of your kids living with you and you want to kick them out. But you feel like you can't because, you know, kind of the whole thing about being a parent was you sign up to take care of them. But yeah, maybe this kid's like, you know, 25, 30. January could be the answer to a prayer because they could get a dream opportunity. And while you will miss them, of course, you will miss them, you know, you're glad they're kind of moving on. And you may express something of that nature, Leo, that you're just, you know, they may get the message that you're glad they're moving out. And that may be like, you know, you may get an angry message or an angry retort, or they may get upset. This could also be maybe you've got one of your kids living with you. You get a job opportunity that's going to require relocation, and you tell them, like, you know, you're going to have to, you know, you can't come with me. You're going to have to stay here. You're an adult. It's time for you to take care of yourself. Or it could also be like they have to go, but they don't want to because they don't want to change schools and they're upset about it. So if you've got young ones, like little kids, you know, who still have school, you know, are still in grade school or high school, and they have to change, that could be what's going on. But it's actually going to be a great new beginning for them. Like if your kids are moving with you, they're actually going to do better at the next school, or make more friends, be more popular, just have a lot more luck at this other location. So it's a dream location for you, or a dream job, but it also will be good for any kids that you have going with you, any of your children. They're not gonna, all they're gonna see at the beginning is, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go. So yeah, a couple different scenarios here working out, but there's a victory and there's an opportunity that you just can't pass up, Leo. Or one someone else can't pass up that's going to be a blessing for you. Let's take a look at what your 2019 preview is. We got one rune from the Viking Oracle and one major arcana tarot card from Rider Waite. Tarot card is Justice in reverse, and Hagalaz, which you also got in your January reading, unexpected events. Things outside of our control. This is usually unexpected change. So 2019 could be a year where there's a lot of just kind of lightning striking, Leo, literally and figuratively. Someone else got this as their rune of the year. I don't remember which sign, but I told them to definitely, like, whatever area you live in, no matter what natural disaster that area is prone to, you may want to make sure your insurance is, you know, you're covered with that, any damages caused by that, because there could be some weather events, unexpected, you know, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, that kind of thing. You may just want to make sure you're covered for any damage that may occur from those kinds of things, flooding, fires. I mean, so, but really this is just unexpected events, unexpected meetings, unexpected opportunities. It's not always bad. It just means it's unexpected. Like lightning striking. But usually the unplanned change, people tend to have a more negative view of, but some of them can be quite good. So just keep an open mind. It's not all going to be bad, but there will be a lot of things, like when you look back on 2019, you were like, that came out of nowhere. or this happened and that happened and I felt like I wasn't in control the whole year. And that can be difficult for you, Leo, because you are a fixed sign. So you don't like things that are out of your control. You don't like external forces, you know, and you just being able to react. But there will be some element of that. So take what you can learn from that and adjust to it. Maybe learn to be a little bit more, go with the flow, let go of some expectations as far as outcomes and things, because it may be very difficult to plan outcomes in 2019. The major arcana, the Justice card in reverse, if you do have any legal stuff or insurance or bureaucratic stuff, you may find that you may feel like there's a decision made that's unfair. You don't get a fair settlement. You don't get the fair payout. May not be the best year to bring a lawsuit, you know, unless you have no other recourse. Same in a divorce or any sort of legal situation. You just may feel like you get the short end of the stick, maybe unexpectedly. You could also just feel that someone or maybe a lot of people just aren't treating you fairly, Leo. You may really have to kind of fight for your rights in some way in 2019. You may feel like, gosh, I'm always having to stand up to people or fight people for what's, you know, my just desserts or what I rightly deserve. So, it could be a year where, you know, you really do have to kind of stand up and be counted and fight for everything that you get this year. But then I do think there's going to be unexpected help along the way, unexpected lightning strikes that are actually going to be good lightning out of nowhere. So I think it's going to be kind of a, you know, good and bad year. I mean, that's going to be that way for everybody, but at least you're going to know kind of where to pay attention. And yeah, if you can avoid going to court about anything, I would, because I mean, you just may feel that it's not going to be, you know, things are not going to work out the way you thought they were. So that's what I see here, Leo, for January and beyond. I want to wish you the best of luck. Happy New Year once again. And I'll see you back here next time.